Hello everyone. Today I will present my final project based on Schoenberg OP19 number 6 and my own original composition for viola and piano. This project focuses on pitch class sets, time, texture, and form, and how Schoenberg used small gesture. Instead of traditional themes, I used many of his ideas, but I changed the character and the structure to create my own piece. Schoenberg's OP19 number 6 is a very short, atonal piece. It is characterized by very soft dynamics, sparse texture, and a very slow tempo. Instead of developing a melody or theme, the piece is built from short gesture that repeat and change slightly. These gestures often sound like bill sounds. The main pitch material is based on small pitch class sets, especially Zo25 and Zo27. These sets from the bill gesture labeled A and B, while M is a short melodic motif based on the minor second. As the piece continues, the pitch material becomes more chromatic, which slowly increases tension. Time in this piece is not created by rhythm, but by resonance and silence. Long pause and sustained sounds make the listener focus on space and sound color. Overall, the piece has a fragile and suspended character, and tonal references appear briefly but never resolve. My composition is also inspired by Schoenberg's use of gesture, pitch class sets, and time, but I did not try to copy his piece. Instead, I borrowed his way of thinking, especially how music idea grew from small pitchy collections. I organized my piece into sections, focusing on contrast between density and space, and between chordal gestures and solo lines. In my A section, I mainly use the pitch class set, Zo15, and whole tone collections. Unlike Schoenberg's opening, my A section is not very quiet or fragile. The sound is more direct and more present. The piano uses chordal gesture built from these sets, while the viola interacts with them through register and articulation. The goal of this section is to establish a clear pitch environment without functional harmony. My M gesture is based on pitch class set 10 and 11 and their transformations A and 9. Later in this piece, I add a viola solo section that focuses on harmonics. This section is important because it changes the texture and highlights timbre and response instead of pitch activity. Time here feels very open and suspended, similar to Schoenberg's treatment of time, but with a more expressive role for the viola. At the end of this piece, I return to a bill-like idea, closer to Schoenberg's original concept. However, this return is shaped by the material and the character developed earlier in my piece. Overall, my composition used Schoenberg's idea of gesture-based form, limited pitch collections, and non-functional harmony, but with a different expressive direction and instrumental focus. In conclusion, this project helped me understand how small pitch class sets can create form tension and expression without tonal harmony. Thank you for listening.
45分ありがとう。
没事。